You ever wonder what would happen if we banned everything? What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm bringing back an old classic. So I listened to you guys and brought back my tournament where I ban a ton of cards on Mass Duel and then have my audience compete to see who can figure out what the new best deck is if you ban a ton of stuff. Last time we did this, we had a fairly modest ban list, all right? I think we banned like something like 30-ish cards, something along those lines. And this time I decided, you know what? If I'm going to do it again, we're going to crank it up to 11. So over my live stream, we not only curated the ban list together, but I also allowed my audience to chime in, and well, it was not the best idea. So I went into this ban list with a general idea that I want to ban all floodgates, all unfair cards, all the bullshit. I want it all out of here. But my audience decided to take it a different way. What if on top of that, we banned every Link 1? Heck, how do we hit Primite? Ban every normal monster. And would you believe it? They even banned Nibiru. They just decided, you know what? We're banning Maxi, we're banning Fua, we're banning Nib. Combo is just like kind of allowed to play. However, they also decided, what? Why don't we just ban every single combo enabler? And so we banned a ton of them. You know, you see stuff like Exosister Martha, Miscellaneousaurus is on here. We banned every towers like Lunalight NecroDancer, every combo enabler like Habakiri, and even every FTK piece like Blaze Phoenix. We ended up banning well over 400 cards, and while I can't just list them all to you here, you can pause and have a look if you want right now, but hey, it's bound to be a good one. So without further ado, here is how the mass ban list tournament went. All right, so for those of you that are in, you may begin. I want to see what some of these duelists are cooking. Bro, Scorcher versus I Wish I Was Dead. Bro, this is such a goated first round. I'm going in from the very beginning. Let's have a look. All right, let's have a look. Let's see what we got. Scorcher going first with the Lone Fire. The classic. Does I Wish have anything? Bro, I would feel so bad if I Wish just got FTK'd instantly, man. But there's no Machumak. How are we FTKing? There's no Machumak, man. We should be fine. But this is the classic. This is the classic Scorcher FTK. So Scorcher goes Ultra Poly. He Ultra Polys both of these into the Ambulomelides. And then what he likes to do is he goes Ultra Poly, revive both. And then he gets to make the Aromaseraphie Jasmine, the Link 2. That's her freaking name. Adds the Triantis. This is the classic. Bro, if Scorcher wins every coin toss, bro's just winning the whole tournament. Maybe best of one was not a good idea. Maybe best of one was not a good idea, ladies and gentlemen. But there is no Machumak. How are we FTKing without Machumak? I'm sure this is fine. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, maybe banning Droll and Nib was a misplay, perhaps. Perhaps it was. You know, maybe it was a misplay. You know, the whole point... Wait, Baseball Kid burn 500 not once per turn. It's not what... It's basically just Cannon Soldier. It's not once per turn. This is an FTK! Oh my god. I feel so bad for I Wish. I am certain that I Wish pulled up with a genuinely really cool deck, and this is how he had to go out. Oh my goodness me. Turns out, even if you ban like 500 cards, because we banned about that many. We banned about 500 cards. Turns out if you ban about 500 cards, FTKs are still completely legal. This is kind of insane. Baseball freaking Kid FTK. Surely he does something more interesting than just trigger Baseball Kid like 16 times per game, right? That's tough. That's super tough. And Scorcher wins. Dude, I Wish is eliminated from the tournament without without playing a single card. That is super duper unfortunate. We got Zabatan. My moderator is still playing. What is going on? All right, Zabatan playing White Forest gets ashed on his Deception. Goes Hollowed Azamina for the Murcielago. Murcielago gets a trigger, probably adding the Apes. Probably already has the Wanted. LZ, pitch the Apes, add the Sylvie. I don't even remember what we hit in this deck. Did we leave Baron legal? Wait, did we leave Baron legal? Nothing but Baron is banned? This deck's untouched. Wait, we also banned Ilya Sylvia. So we removed all the end board pieces, so I'm not sure what exactly the end board is here. No Baron, no Sylvia. I don't know. Is this just Book of Eclipse Turbo? Okay, we're making a light dark Chaos Angel. Kind of crazy. Going into the Hollowed Azamina set of Acro. I mean, let's be so for real. If this was the end board White Forest made every time, I think everyone would be completely okay with that. Everyone would be completely okay with not just having to stare down Ilya Sylvia Baron every time they played against this deck. I think this is a completely acceptable end board. It's respectable, it's good, but it's breakable. Okay, we got Drytron, adding the Draconids, go new 2, chain to summon Silvera. We're gonna book. I don't know why we're booking here, because those 2 phase down Drytrons can still be tributed for Drytron names or for the ritual spell as well. Gonna go into the Gamma, Ultimate Bright Knight Ursatron. Gonna go into the Apes, target 3, bounce all 3, Drytron Nova already in hand into the Zeta, go Cross Sheep, tribute off the ritual to summon the Zeta, add the Meteor's Drytron, go Meteor's Drytron, tribute the phase down, and 1 from hand. Bring back the Draconids. So gonna go Cross Sheep to draw 2, pitch 2. We're gonna Valor this Cross Sheep, not allowing any draws here. Battle phase, I believe this swings over everything, but nothing can be destroyed by battle. Go into the Nightmare Unicorn, hit the back row, but like this whole board is unaffected. We got a game on our hands. All right, stand by main. On Zabatman's side, we're gonna go Rushia summon. Sinful supposed to summon the LZ, make Underworld Goddess. Okay, sure. Bring back the Sylvie. Sylvie's in fact negated. LZ pitch the Tails. Gonna add the LZ Azamina, the White Forest. Tails gonna reset. Gonna go LZ Azamina to summon. Make the Rushiella. We get to trigger the effect to add the Deception. Deception gets to activate here. You can go the Hallowed Azamina into the Soul. This is like an OTK tool, right? Oh, it like sends an opponent's monster. This might just be game. 25, 3k, and that is game. Holy, the Underworld Goddess play went kind of crazy. That went kind of insane, I'm not gonna lie. All right, Pog. Round 2, you may begin. I want to see loops, FTK. From the beginning. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, Nightshard is going first with the Unions. We're doing XYZ shit. We're Union gaming. All right, X Cross Cannon. Dude, I thought this deck was dog shit. I've never seen this play ever. We're equipping the B Buster Drake. Buster Drake effect to summon itself. Chad, we're doing counting our ABCs, doing our 1, 2, 3s, and our Do Re Mi's, my guy. All right, we're linking off the B Buster Drake, making the Platinum Gadget. Platinum Gadget going to be able to summon a machine from the hand, and would you believe we have one, because we get to add it off the B. All right, cool. We're going Y Yarhead. What the fuck is a Yar? Is that a pirate? Yarhead. Okay, we're going to be contact fusing for Union Controller, because you get a light machine plus the Y Yarhead. Oh, the fucking pieces aren't once per turn. B add again. It's not once per turn, chat. This is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. B can also add B. That is insane. We're going to get the unauthorized reactivation, which lets you equip a Union. You can go Union Controller during your main phase. You can special summon a light machine, normal, or Union monster from hand. We get the Z-Zillion Tank. Re-equip the Yarhead. Yarhead able to resummon itself. Wait a minute, bro. This deck might be goated. High key, I think this deck is untouched. This might actually be a deck that can win the whole thing. Because to my knowledge, the end board of this is like actually pretty good. Gonna go B Buster Drake to summon it out. Summon out the B Buster Drake. We're still missing A and C. Make it a rank 4. Galaxy Photon Dragon. Protects you guys from being targeted, right? That's the one. I believe this is the one. So you get to detach to add a Photon or a Galaxy. Are we getting Photon Orbital? Is it an Orbital moment? They have committed their normal summon. It's Galaxy Soldier. Oh, Galaxy Soldier is kind of nice because this means you get to make Infinity and you get to dump pieces to the grave. He gets to add the A and the C. Oh my god, we're going Silly Hat Rabbit. Silly Hat Rabbit to chain block the B in case of the Ash Blossom. Okay. Okay, fair. So the Silly Hat Rabbit, I assume, is just going to set the Azarune. Yeah, that makes sense. ABC was always good with, like, just generic Link monsters. Any amount of generic Link monsters does the trick. Get the A Assault Core. Go Galaxy Soldier, pitching the A Assault Core to summon. And then if he has a C in hand, then he can add a Galaxy Soldier here, pitch the C. And that means he gets to make, he gets to target the Galaxy Soldier and make it either a 4 or an 8. So we're not making Infinity. Wait, we're not making Cyber Dragon Infinity, making Galaxy Soldier a level 4. Is this effect once per turn? It's not once per turn. Unauthorized reactivation, equip to the Galaxy Soldier, probably the C, the Union Driver. So you get to go Union Driver, banish, and then equip C, right? This is kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie. This end board is probably gonna rock. So you summon the C. So are we making a rank 4 with the Sea Crush Wyvern? There's a world it's a rank 4 moment. Never mind, we're not making... Oh, Ahashima! Ahashima! Bujingi Ahashima! Dude, bro's cooking! Wait, this is kind of insane! This is kind of broken. All right, so you get to add back the Sea Crushed Wyvern, and now he has the Galaxy Soldier engrave and one in hand, so he can unironically go Ahashima, summon both Galaxy Soldiers, and make Nova. What? Bro, wait a minute. Bro is cooking. And if he needs more space on his board, he can always suck up the Ahashima with the Infinity because it's an attack mode. So Cyber Dragon Nova, rank up into the Infinity. Holy... Wait, Cyber Dragons also might be a pretty decent deck this format. But, like, this is kind of crazy. Oh, we're sucking up the Galaxy Photon Dragon to make space. Do we have a way to summon, like, another 4? Maybe make another rank 4? I don't know if there's a Link monster you'd want to go into. We didn't ban SP, so technically SP is still on the table here. Banishing all 3 to make the ABC Buster Dragon. Now, a thing that I will keep in mind. The best extra deck monster that's, like, generic for this deck to play typically is IP Masquerena, which we did ban, but we're seeing the XYZ Hyper Dragon Cannon. So these two both have discard effects. This is a discard to banish one, discard to pop one. The Azarune can't be summoned, and you can't tag out the Buster Dragon. So this actually seems like a mid-end board. This end board actually looks fairly mid, if you ask me. Okay, we're gonna go Infinity to negate the Nadir Servant. So we're wasting our negate on the very first thing the opponent is activating. We're gonna go Pantheism! It's extra deck Monarchs, bro. We're seeing the new Monarch support paired with the Nadir Servant. That's a little bit insane. Monarchs versus ABC. People out here cooking. All right, we go Pantheism to reveal 3 from the deck. So the big thing you got to keep in mind, that Azarune was doing absolutely nothing. The Monarchs, they are storming forth, ladies and gentlemen. So activate the Monarch Stormforth to get a tribute over either the ABC Dragon Buster or the XYZ Hyper Dragon Cannon, not giving either the opportunity to tag out. Oh, this one doesn't tag out. This one's special summon. Oh, it does tag out. Yeah. We're going to go Monarch Stormforth. The thing is, the moment you tribute one of them off to allow yourself to have a tribute summon, it leaves room for the Azarune, and the Silly Hat Rabbit actually has an effect. It actually has an effect because if you summon the Azarune, Silly Hat Rabbit's an MST, which is actually pretty decent against Monarchs. They have a good amount of, like, relevant continuous spells and traps. So this is actually a very relevant board here. Very, very relevant. We're gonna go Monarch's Revolt, which lets you reveal 3 monsters with Monarch stats. Your opponent chooses one to add to hand, and the rest go to grave. It's painful choice. It's painful choice. All right, double Erebus and an Aether. Bro, give him the Aether, bro. Do it. So this guarantees an Erebus engrave, which is like fine. And keep in mind, Stormforth has resolved this turn, so they are going to be able to tribute summon over one of the opponent's monsters. All right, let's see what we got. Dumping double Erebus, so Aether added to hand. I don't know about that one, Chief. Aether is a card that you typically want to have in the hand. Why did we leave the Onomat Circular legal? Yeah, that probably should have gotten banned. I'm not gonna lie. They go Adea, committing their regular normal summon for the turn. This is probably gonna go into an Eidos, unless they have the new one, the new Squire. Yeah, Tessera. Tessera is a really good Squire. Yeah, with the quickness, this ABC Dragon Buster is gonna discard to banish that Tessera. And unless Loop has some kind of way to tribute summon one more time, if they have a way to get an extra summon, then they're fine. But otherwise... Oh, they just have their normal summon? Wait, what? Am I stupid? Did they not normal summon this Adea? Or does this give an extra summon? Do one of these cards give an extra summon? I didn't see if anyone did. I have no idea. Okay, this is kind of terrifying. The Revolt gives an extra summon, not Master Plan. Wait, where's Revolt? Oh, this thing does give an extra summon. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, kind of crazy. Okay, so we're resolving the chain. Adea is going to be able to add back the Pantheism, which, by the way, the Destiny Draw effect of Pantheism, not once per turn. Actually, are either of these effects once per turn? Yeah, the Grave effect is, but the Draw 2 effect is not once per turn. We're summoning Eidos, the Underworld Monarch. Eido's gonna add a Monarch spell trap or a monarch or a monster with Monarch stats. Wait, this adds any guy with the Monarch stats? Okay, we're gonna summon the Azarun. I think this is a little preemptive because you know your opponent's not doing any inherent summons or built-in summons. Is that what they call, right? I don't know. I feel like the Azarun, you're better off waiting to try to hope to hit something with the Silhouette Rabbit. So this gets to add anything. This thing is a free special. What a busted card. That is so strong. So strong, yet very cool. I will give it that. Loop, are you big thinking? Okay, Loop is big thinking. We're good. His effect is on normal or special. One of the few Monarchs that has an effect on non-tribute summon. That's insane. But I mean, you know, it's Monarchs. They needed this kind of support. So we're turning the ABC Dragon Buster to a Dark. So we're not going to clear a ton from this end board. Punching over the Azarun. I believe Azarun has an effect when it's destroyed. It destroys the Eidos that killed it. We get to punch over the Infinity because it has 100 less attack as it detached to material. So I guess the only problem is now this ABC Dragon Buster can legally tag out into A, B, and C. And usually if you allow them to tag out, they can do some crazy shit. Oh, but this effect's really good. This is the effect that lets you add an Erebus and then immediately tribute summon it, right? But it adds one of the OG Monarchs, not the new ones. Wait, are we adding... What are we adding? You can now add any Monarch and tribute the cannon. Okay, tagging out... Oh! That's so smart because this has to check the attribute. If you tag it out, the master plan can't check the attribute, so it resolves without effect. It fizzles. It won't add. Broken. That's tough. That's super tough. Summoning back A, B, and C. We're going main phase 2. Do we have plays in the main phase 2 here? Because honestly, if you pass back to A, B, C in this game state, they have infinite link material to just link climb. Oh! Because then they gave the activation of Nadir Servant, they can use another one. That's actually really relevant. That's actually crazy. So we're dumping the Garura. We need to draw for some outs here. We're going to get Dogmatica Maximus. Strong stuff. Going to go Garura to draw one more. Then you can go banish the Garura, summon the Maximus, and then you have the opportunity to go for an Entis to pop something if you want to start removing stuff from the board. The only problem is that the ABC pieces are sticky. They're very, very, very sticky. How are we treating DCs? If the DC like is after the match has started, like at some point, like it's a loss. You know what I mean? If the players were already playing and someone disconnects, the L, you know, not a whole lot I can do about that. It's not, you know, I think it's not fair to reset a game if someone's in a winning position or something like that, you know? All right, we're gonna pop the Silhouette Rabbit. We dumped a Farigit to draw one, put one back. So we really are digging for something. They truly are just digging, trying to get into something in particular. That's 2 level 8s, but they're definitely locked out of the extra deck. We go Erebus, discard a Monarch card to add itself back. Do we have a way to extra normal? Spell card soul exchange! Me when I exchange souls with my opponent. This lets you tribute 2 guys from the opponent's board. That's actually crazy. Tributing off the C is smart, specifically because the C is the one that's least likely to have the opportunity to activate. So now the opponent is able to perform a tribute summon should they have a guy that's level 5 or higher in hand. Odds are they don't. Oh, the C does have a target. The C has a target, but there's a world you can banish whatever the C is hitting. Oh, C summon C. Is there a B engrave? There is a B engrave, so no matter what you banish here with this Erebus, it won't prevent an ABC from being summoned next turn. I'm not gonna lie, this is a crazy back and forth duel. Erebus dumping 2, hitting the card in the hand. Interesting, interesting. This is gonna be crazy because Loop's board is good, but Nightshard's follow-up is genuinely insane. Like, Nightshard's follow-up is nuts. Like, you have a whole ass... Oh, 4 cards an extra? Did we go through that many cards? You lost 2 cards to the Maximus. And yeah, I guess you used a good amount of cards on your first turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, only 4 cards left in the extra. Is that a Link fucking 4? Access code talker? No, it's banned. It's Boral Sword! 4 material Boral Sword Dragon! What? What are we talking about, man? What is going on? 4 material Boral Sword. A effect to add back. They trigger A, B, and C. Oh, it's double A and B. So B gets to add the B, and then you go A to add back another piece from grave. Holy, all the pieces trigger. That is insane. That is kind of crazy. Now we're banishing 3 to make the ABC Dragon Buster. Is there a way for Boral Sword to just kill here? Because this thing gets pretty massive, but I don't know that it gets massive enough to kill through this. B Buster Drake summoned. So the B is not achieving a whole lot. You could realistically just Boral Sword now to turn it to defense. Can this turn something to attack? No, it specifically changes something directly to defense position. We're going to go ABC Dragon Buster. What are we banishing from the opponent's board? We're banishing the Maximus. I don't know that I agree on that because Nightshard might not realize that this Prime Monarch can chump block. The Prime Monarch is a quick effect in grave to revive itself, so there's a potential where if they don't kill over the 3 guys, that this Prime Monarch is able to come back. We go Boral Sword Dragon. Didn't use effect to gain attack. When this card gains attack on a face-up monster, you can activate this effect. Till the end of this turn, this card gains attack equal to half that monster's current attack. So we're doing it this time. We didn't want to do it on the first attack for some reason. But yeah, we're not killing. We are not killing. But I mean, you're in a good position if you're Nightshard, right? You have the ABC Banish, the ABC Tag Out, and Boral Sword Dragon can also just turn something to defense, making it hard for them to walk over any of your stuff. And a 3k body in general is difficult for Monarch to deal with because their stats primarily are around the 2800 mark. All right, Monarch's going to give it a try. We got the Stormforth, but what's the opponent going to choose to give them? It isn't a random add. The opponent does get to choose what they want to put back in your hand. Do we even get to see? You gave them the Monarch Stormforth? Bro, no fear. Bro literally said, I fear nothing. You can have the Monarch Stormforth. Holy moly, dude. You can have it. No problem. You can have it. That is insane. Activate the Monarch Stormforth. Do we have a level 6 that we can use to tribute right now? All right, we do have a level 6. We are summoning IWish, the Underworld Monarch, which should also trigger the one in the grave to revive itself. Yeah, it does. Wait. Does this lock in any way? This thing doesn't lock. Maybe Loop's got a rank 6? Volcasaurus moment? I don't know, bro. These are... Oh, I thought they were fiends. Zaborg! Oh my god, rest in peace, your extra deck, boss man. Because I know Stormforth doesn't lock at all, right? Oh, no, it does. No, it does. He is locked. We go Tenacity revealed as a Borg in order to add. Interesting. Going into the Monarch's Revolt. Shout out to Tri-Brigades. IWish, the Underworld Squire Banish. I believe this summons an Adea from grave. Summon back the Adea. Adea can either summon the IWish or the new one, the Tessera. Tessera, cool card to be honest. Summon out the Tessera. Tessera effect, immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon one monster. I feel as though there is a Zaborg in our future, ladies and gentlemen. Tribute both into the Zaborg. Zaborg gonna target the B Buster Drake. So he's gonna target the Buster Drake to pop it, and he's gonna clear the entire extra deck. Nightshard's gonna have to play without any extra deck. Welcome to the domain of the Monarchs. Extra deck, what even is that? I've never heard of it. Adea effect to add back the Prime Monarch. Huge. Tessera, I don't know what Tessera's grave effect is. Summon out the IWish. Wow. Insane. What? Jurak cards? The fucking Astero. Can you use this to... Can he summon the fucking Meteor? And yeah, Crystal Wing and Lina. There are no more cards in Nightshade extra deck. No more cards in Nightshard's extra deck anymore. Holy moly. Summoning out the Erebus. This is such a crazy game. I'm not gonna lie. This is a crazy duel. The hell? And we got the concession. That was so back and forth. That was actually so back and forth. I'm worried that Monarchs might take the whole thing, bro. This Monarch deck is a little bit broken. And that's the last game that was left. So Loop wins this one. Josh the Smart going first. Let's watch this fast forwarded. We'll be able to catch up. Toy Box, is it also White Forest? Are we seeing a lot of White Forest? Oh, a good amount of White Forest. Maybe we keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, and next time we hit White Forest a little harder than their end board. What? Albion with Muddy Mud Dragon. to make Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Did we not ban this? We didn't ban this? I'm checking the ban list immediately. I literally put it on the thumbnail because I thought I banned it. Is it not banned? I'm looking at the fusions. We didn't ban Dragoon. I put it on the thumbnail. It's not even banned. Oh my God. I didn't ban Dragoon. We didn't ban it. Oh, we forgot. All right. Summon the Elzet. Summon the Ruchia. Make the Rushiella. Actual clickbait thumbnail, bro. What the fuck? I thought I banned it. I thought for sure I banned that shit. Actual clickbait, man. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, bro. My apologies for that one, dude. All right, Deception Tribute, adding the Hollowed Azamina. Go Hollowed Azamina, making the Murcielago. Holy Dragoon instead of the Baron in this deck by making the Muddy Mud Dragon is kind of crazy. All right, go Diabell. Diabell effect, going to add back the tails, which I believe wasn't activated. Oh, it was activated this turn. I mean, the sideboard is also like super manageable, right? It's nothing too crazy. We're going to go Gagaga. Okay, summon the Formula Synchron. Summon the Onomatokage from the hand. Gonna go Woes. We're gonna book both of them. Silvera to book the board. Gonna go Sinful Spoils the White Forest to fuse into the Saint Azamina. Gonna go Pyra, discard the Unbreakable Xyz Barrier. Taking a... Oh, God, we had it. We had it. We're taking a page out of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis book. Gonna go Goblinberg. So Goblinberg gets negated. Go Do Warrior, dumping the glove. Overlay for Exiton. Formula Synchron, chain Exiton, explode the entire board. Do Warrior adds. We're gonna go Typhon, bounce Dragoon. We clear. Board cleared, ladies and gentlemen. Typhon pass, but I mean, you still get to summon back the White Forest names. But here you don't have a synchro you can make because it's 2 tuners. I guess with this, you could make Visa Starfrost synchro that you can use with all tuners, right? Or multiple tuners or something. I don't remember exactly what the materials are. Get back the Hollowed Azamina. Josh is cooking. Go into the LZ. Go into the Rushiella. Rushiella sends the Toy Soldier. Gets you the Deception to the hand. Adding the LZ. Toy Soldier going to summon itself back. Gets another copy of Toy Soldier. Hollowed Azamina. We're making the Sol. So this Azamina engine being able to go into Sol seems to be the main driving point of this deck. And this is just game on board, right? Holy. Coming back from your entire board being outed is kind of insane. Okay, crazy game, crazy game. All right, let's proceed. Stand by main, summon the Terratop, summon the Taketomborg. Is this Speedwood? Materiactor! Materiactor! Summon the Zeptwing into the critical. Go E-Telly, summon Xiamen. It's Materiactor Punk! Into the Gabonga! He said we're playing everything. We're playing everything, man. All right, Grand Bash. Gonna go Grand Breakout, summon out the Gone Wild. Gone Wild summons out the Clatter Sploder, brings back the Doug Charger into the Armor Torpedo. Gonna be able to draw a card. Gonna go Grand Bash, Foxy Tune, discarding to summon another Xiamen, another level 3 to extend with. Make the SP Little Knight because we didn't ban SP, we only banned IP. Because chat said, I'll put it out there, this was not my decision. Chat said, oh, if we ban IP, SP's fine, and I'll link ones. And I was like, you know what? Sure, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. We go Lightning Storm to destroy all attack position monsters the opponent controls. We're going to negate. Okay, negate that. Go 7 Tachyon. Reveal the Silent Honor Arc. Gonna go Big Jaws. We got some Shark gameplay. Big Jaws effect grabs the Drake Shark. Drake Shark, I believe, is just a Poplar. Go Abyss Shark summon into the Hydrojet Shark. Clatter Sploder detaching from the Gabonga. Gabonga gets to attach the Abyss Shark. And we also get to attach the Drake Shark because of the effect of the Gone Wild. Doug Charger into Grand Entrance. Buzzsaw gets Valor. Jesus Christ. Any more extenders? We still have... Bro, dude got stopped on like 4 different interactions and he still has extenders. Get the Virtue Stream. Xyz Armor Fortress. Detach 2 gets you the Armored Xe and the Full Armored Xe. La Virtue Dragon. What the fuck did... Did it yoink a material? So he yoinked a material from his opponent's Gabonga onto his own Lavirtue Dragon. Interesting. We go Aqua Jet Surface. Aqua Jet Surface, summon back the Buzzsaw, make the Dark Knight Lancer. Armored Exceed to equip to Lavirtue. Dark Knight Lancer triggers to attach the Gabonga. Add back the Armored Exceeds. Aqua Jet Surface banish, targeting the Lavirtue to make it schmassive. And we just punch over the board. Gets to attack twice. They go full Armored Exceed to equip their own Armor Torpedo to destroy your guy. This is just Xyz on Xyz violence, bro. What the hell? We equip the Lavirtue Dragon with the Dark Knight Lancer, and then the Big Jaws comes back with the SP. We're going to go full Armored Xyz, frame 1 to make a Stealth Kraken. And Stealth Kraken is going to be able to pop a card. They're going to detach from your Lavirtue Dragon to summon the freaking... the Mean Merciless. Here you get to pop the Materiactor XE. Summon double Stealth Kraken. And this is the water! You can pop the Merciless! You can pop the Merciless! What the fuck? That's so funny, dude. So funny, man. And then you get to pop it again. Oh my goodness. Just because it's a water. This is so funny because in this matchup, both decks are able to interact with each other's cards in unique ways because they all happen to be attributes they can play off of, and they're Xyz, and they both have cards that let them detach materials from the opponent. That's so cool. Alright, Gone Wild gets summoned. Gonna go, and we are live. We are now back live in the duel. Gone Wild summons the Boom Mock. What's the play here? You can't make any Xyz with a 3 and a 6 in this deck, I don't believe. But I think this can make them the sum of each other's levels, or they can make them become the other level. So you can make a 3, 6, or 9, making 2 3s. Are we making a second Gabonga? Is that the play? Make the largest of all the Gabongas. There it is. He's Gabonging. We got the one and only Big Gabonga. Gabonga. It's funny because it's only turn 3. It feels like there's been so much back and forth. It is only turn 3. Gonna go Doug Charger, detach from the Gabonga. This might just be the game for Voice Kraken. You summon the Gabonga, and then you summon the Doug Charger, and then Gabonga and Gone Wild both trigger to attach both of these as material to the Big Gabonga. So neither one of these will get to float back into the Stealth Kraken. No! Did he lose to the timer? The timer? The timer! Oh my god! The timer loss! The timer... That is so unfortunate. That was such a good game. That's a big gabummer. That was a crazy duel. Absolute unbelievable duel, man. Alright, Voice Kraken versus Karuyu. Let's have a look. Let's go. We got Voice Kraken going first on them Sharks. 7th Tachyon activated, revealing the C101 Silent Honor Dark. Gonna let him get a little Sharky boy to hand. This shark deck is crazy. We're ashing the 7th Tachyon. In fairness, I don't hate this just because this shark deck, it requires a normal summon to have like a lot of guys from hand be able to summon themselves. But they had the best normal summon in the entire deck. Are we seeing an effect Veiler? No, it is resolving instantly. It is instantly resolving. All right, we are summoning out the Drake Shark. Huge. Summon out the Drake Shark. We're going to Xyz with both of those. We're going to make a Bahamut Shark. So I assume the main line for this deck, right, is you Bahamut Shark, detach, summon Lavirtue. Why didn't we ban Bahamut? Bro, I banned like 500 cards. Surely some cards will slip through the cracks, man. Nothing I can do about that. Lavirtue Dragon to be able to detach from the Bahamut Shark to, I believe, add back a water from the grave. It's going to add back the Drake Shark. Does this trigger because it was added to the hand? It does. Oh my goodness. All right, good extender. And now this is where you go Abyss Shark and you extend. Hydrojet Shark, Pog. Hydrojet Shark, summoned, which sends a fish shark monster, or an Xyz spell trap from deck to grave. And it dumped, this is the dead shark, right? The crystal shark, which is a revive from the grave. We go Stealth Kraken. How many Xyz are we making? I think we might see a Utopic Draco future, to be honest. Ranking this guy up into the Xyz Armor Fortress. This will be able to detach the one material in order to add either the trap or the spell. We know he plays both. We're adding the full armored XC trap. Good call. Genuinely a very powerful card, the Full Armored XC Trap. Actual really good card. And we're going end phase. Okay. So this board is not necessarily overwhelmingly powerful, but it is deceptively strong. So summons out... Oh, straight into the Trident. Wait, no, that's strong. That's strong because you get to detach, pop a thing. You probably don't want to pop the Stealth Kraken, right? But this is undestroyable. Oh, it's negated. So yeah, you can destroy this. Oh, that's massive. That Ghost Ogre is huge. What is Virtue Stream doing, Grave? I don't actually know. Oh, it's not destroyed. The next time it would be destroyed by card effect, it's not destroyed. We simply do not destroy it, and the Trident explodes to a Ghost Ogre. Is that a pass? Do we have a singular extender? Hold. That's a pass. Now, the question is, can Voice Kraken kill? Because there's no extenders in the grave other than the Crystal Shark. Oh, we're conceding. We are conceding. Voice Kraken on the Shark deck, going to be advancing into the top 4. Decorthius and Josh, you two may begin. All right, so we got the Psyframe Delta on the toy box. That is a little bit broken. Psyframe Delta on the toy box goes kind of crazy. We got the Psyframe Driver popping the toy box. Is this the end of the turn? Oh! We banned all vanillas! We banned all vanillas! Decorthius, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to disqualify you, and I'm going to retroactively allow Loop to move forward into the semifinals. That is what's gonna happen. I'm really sorry, Decorthius, but we did, and I made it very clear, we banned all vanillas. We banned them all. I am going to allow Loop to take Decorthius' spot here in top 4, but Decorthius, I'm really sorry. Your deck list is in fact illegal. I'm very, very sorry. Very unfortunate. But the Monarchs are back in it. But yeah, so Decorthius and Josh, you guys can end your game. Where's my boy Loop? I'm gonna run Zabatan versus Kraken to give Loop time to see the messages and let Loop know that they are moving on to the top 4. So in the meantime, Zabatan and Kraken, you guys may begin your match. You may begin. All right, Zabatan, my moderator, normal summoning the Sylvie. Best possible normal summon in the White Forest deck. That card is a little bit busted. Just a little bit. A little cracked. A little bit cracked. A wee bit. We go Tales of the White Forest. Tails going to be able to add probably the LZ. I meant the other LZ, but hey, I wasn't wrong. I was correct. He added LZ. I was not wrong. Go LZ effect to summon itself. It's a non-tuner. Having a level 2 non-tuner for this deck was really, really strong. Because I believe the only other one that they had was the Esteller, right? I believe Esteller was a non-tuner. And here we go into the Rushiella. Rushiella going to be able to send a spell or trap from hand or field to grave. We're going to send the Morian, which will be able to reset itself. Powerful stuff. LZ going to be able to activate in order to add a Sinful Spoils card. So we're going to be able to access the Azamina engine here via the Sinful Spoils card. I'm going to go Wanted, Seeker of the Sinful Spoils. The Wanted Seeker of the Sinful Spoils. Gonna grab the Rushia of the White Forest. Maybe we should have done decklist submission. So I ran this a little last minute. Next time I probably will run decklist submission. That's going to be in the plan. We're gonna go Deception of the Sinful Spoils, tributing in order to add. Wait, Loop's list has a Link 1? Wait, Loop's list has relinquished Anima? No shot. No shot, bro. No one looked at the ban list, man. They never looked at the ban list. All right, we're summoning the Murcielago using the Deception. Hell yeah. Gonna go into the Murcielago. Murcielago effect. Gonna be able to add a Sinful Spoils card from deck to hand or an Azamina card. We're going to add LZ, the Azamina of the White Forest. We banned everything. That sign can't stop me because I can't read. True. Very real. Wasn't Anima the card you used to represent all Link 1s? No, I used Link Cross. I think he dumped that versus me. I never even realized. Wait, he summoned it against you, Jim? That's unfortunate. That's super, super, super unfortunate. Yeah, anytime you do these custom ban lists, like I really wish Master Duel just allowed you to create your own room with a custom ban list. That way you can avoid these situations altogether. There's no opportunity for them to accidentally have, you know, a legal card, you know? He didn't summon it. I think he, like, dumped it to grave or something. Oh, probably off his Zaborg. All right, we're summoning the Dia Bellstar by discarding the other LZs. They're playing 2 LZ. Interesting. I believe typically that card's a one of, but I can understand in a lower powered format or a format with a lot of, you know, engine pieces missing, you might play multiple. So we're setting the Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. Sinful Spoils of the White Forest. Where are we going with this, the Batman? What's the sauce? What's the play? We're going to go Rushia to get a free special summon. Rushia's so strong. And this can make Light and Dark Chaos Angel if we want. So the end board might just be the Rushiella, Light Dark Chaos Angel, and the Diabell Star in defense with the Book of Moon from the trap card. And that is what we are doing. We're making a Light and Dark Chaos Angel, which frankly is a very powerful end board piece. Are we making a Link 2? We're making a Link 2 into the Silhouette Rabbit and be able to set the trap card, the Azaroon. Azaroon, very good card. So we're going to be able to Azaroon to negate an inherent summon. So any of the Xyz, we'll be able to go Chaos Angel, and the Silhouette Rabbit will be able to pop a back row. Not that I think it'll do a whole lot. Deception resetting itself. I will say, chat. Okay, let me ask you guys. Real quick, pause. Let me ask you guys. If Loop doesn't come back, well, Loop's decklist is illegal. Should we just allow Josh Boy a free passage to the finals, or do we go back even one further and run it with Jim Fandango, the guy who lost to Loop? Jim Fandango, are you down to play? My hero, my GOAT. Are we sending him in? Yeah? All right. Let Jim Fandango play. Let Ryuge cook. We proceed. Lightning Storm from Voice Kraken. Holy. Destroying all the back row. We go White Reincarnation. Lets us add the White Stingray. We go Surfacing Big Jaws effect to summon itself. Veiler on the Big Jaws. So now all you really got to do is beat the Chaos Angel. But like, how are we beating this? Because the issue now, yes, Silhouette Rabbit. I guess the way you win is you want to punch really hard over the Silhouette Rabbit, right? That's probably the only way. Oh, no. The Icarus attack trap is probably going to be the way. You're going to have to go Le Virtue Dragon to get Virtue Stream, and Virtue Stream is able to beat Chaos Angel and the Silhouette Rabbit. Yeah, that is probably the way to do it, is adding Virtue Stream, because Virtue Stream clears. So Zabatan will be able to get back some materials from the grave, but will Zabatan be able to contest whatever the board is? I don't know about that one. I'm not sure about that one. Here, this Bahamut Shark could also rank up, or you can detach from the Bahamut Shark. You detach, add back a water from grave, rank it up into the full armor Lancer. Well, not the full armor Lancer. You make the full armor other guy, and then he gets you the full armored Xyz trap. And then at that point, you get the trap, you get the Icarus attack. You can make the Lancer punch for a significant amount of damage over the rabbit. And then after that, you'll have an equip Icarus attack for 2. Kind of strong. Genuinely is kind of powerful. Genuinely kind of powerful. We go into the full armored Xyz. Is it just setting both of these in passing? Yeah, because you probably want to be able to use the full armored Xyz into the opponent's turn. Does Armor Fortress have a shark launcher? It has a shark missile. Yeah, look at that thing, bro. The shark missile goes crazy. What do you think? What do you think one buys shark missiles, chat? The Shark Zuka. The Shark Zuka. Yeah, this is just 1500 damage. It's pretty much whatever, yeah. But like next turn, they lose. They lose to the Virtue Stream. Virtue Stream kind of wins the game. Sylvie effect puts one back to summon. Are we able to put back more than just the Sylvie? We're just summoning the Sylvie specifically. End phase, tough. Yeah, so this is a Virtue Stream frame 1. That top deck has to be broken. The top deck has to really be broken. Otherwise, you're not doing anything if you're the White Forest player here. Wanted. Okay, we got 2 top decks. Never mind. We're drawing 2 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I believe there's no other grave effects in here that matter. You could go Hollowed Azamina, shuffle back the Murcielago or one of the LZs. We're going to Virtue Stream here. Just popping La Virtue and probably popping the Chaos Angel and the Sylvie. Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured that would be the play. Popping both of those. 2 cards in hand. No normal summons committed. Go Hollowed Azamina, put back the Murcielago. I mean, bro, there are a good amount of cards that he could draw here that would do things. If he has anything he can legally fuse the Hollowed Azamina with, oh, that's not what you want to see. Unless the other card in hand, bro, if he ripped LZ, oh, tough. Very difficult. Very difficult. Go full armored Xyz, so you'll be able to attach the Toy Soldier. Yeah, the card in hand has to be LZ. If it's not LZ, you're not doing anything. Yeah, so the Dark Knight Lancer gets summoned. You can use the full armored Xyz to equip a guy to the Dark Knight Lancer, which lets you attach one of your opponent's dudes as material. Is there ever a world you just make SP frame 1 here? Because SP checks the trap? I don't know, man. This one's tough. This one's very difficult, I think. All right, we're sending for Diabellstar, the Black Witch herself. Okay, we got Diabellstar. Didn't make SP first, so I assume probably not playing it. I mean, there's no way you don't play SP, right? That's like the best generic extra deck monster in the game. I feel like if you make this play after making SP, it's significantly safer. Unless he's just really trying to bait the Dark Knight Lancer attach into something. Did we not ban SP? SP is not banned. Only IP is banned. Only IP is banned, yeah. SP is super fair. Without Link 1s and without IP, yeah, SP is kind of fine, I think. It's probably fine. Okay, so Dark Knight Lancer, what did they set? What's the back row? They said Deception. Interesting. Do they play multiple copies of Hallowed? Because otherwise, what do you do with this? Oh, are we making SP now? If he's making SP now, he should have just made it before. Yeah. Bro, this play was so much safer if you just made SP before, right? Banish the Dark Knight Lancer. I mean, you still have to contend with 3 fucking cards in hand. I think this is just a pass. I think the sequencing there was wrong. Oh, are we going for it? Does he play 2 Hallowed? No, okay, I didn't think so. I did not think so, bro. I did not think so. 4 cards in hand. I mean, I assume Kraken has all the juice necessary to push past a singular SP, right? Well, okay, Buzzsaw Shark does get checked by the SP, though. Because you chain SP, banish it. It can't verify the name or, like, the level or whatever. So it doesn't summon anything. So of those 3 cards in hand, you need to have an extender that doesn't use the normal summon. No shot! No way! That's crazy! What the fuck? That's absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. All right, we got a game. Will Zabatan be able to find a way to win this one? He's got Azamina Engine online because he'll be able to use the Hollowed Azamina with the Deception, make a Murcielago, get a Wanted, get into Diabellstar, and he's off to the races from there. I don't think he's going to go into the Soul to send. I think that would be a little pointless, but hey, that's just me. Can't make Sylvia, remember, because that shit is Bannerinoed. Very, very Bannerinoed. We're going to go Murcielago, sending to summon the Murcielago. Murcielago, crazy card, dude. This card's actually so good. Murcielago to add an Azamina or Sinful Spoils card. We're probably going to add the Wanted, if I had to guess. Oh, no, we're just getting LZ. What are we making with LZ? Because you can't synchro with it unless you drew into a tuner. I mean, I guess this is confused, right? Is there a good fusion you can make with her effect? White Forest is one of those decks that I wish I could be bothered to put in the effort of learning. Yeah, it's one of those decks where if you're playing it perfectly, it rewards you so much for playing it well. Okay, Morian to reset itself because they control a level 5 or higher illusion. And we're just punching. We're just doing some combat. It's 1,000 damage plus 2, so it's 3k damage total. 3k damage total. There is interaction on Kraken's side. I assume the backer is probably some kind of like generic interruption card. I don't think it might be a Forbidden Chalice or whatever, but maybe something of the sort, you know? Resetting the Deceptions. There's a Book of Moon, an SP, and that's all we know from Zabatan's side. Kraken needs to draw playable here because he didn't have any extenders last turn, and typically an Xyz deck needs to have bodies stick to the board. I can make Saint Azamina with Witchcrafter cards and White Forest, so I'm good. That's so funny. Normal summon the Big Jaws. Adds a fish shark monster from deck to hand. So I'm assuming this is an Abyss Shark add moment. Surely you have to SP that. I'm convinced you have to SP this because of the... I guess you could book it. You could book it to not allow the Abyss Shark be summoned. But I feel like the SP is a less valuable disruption than the Book of Moon is. You know, I don't know. Are we're not thinking on res? Is it still best of 1 or best of 3 for top 4? It is still best of 1. Yeah, best of 1 still. So we're allowing the Abyss Shark summon. I don't know if I agree with that one. I feel like Abyss Shark is probably the most powerful card in the Shark deck. So Bishark summon and gets to add something. A normal summon was already committed, but you could add the Drake Shark, the one that's a poplar, so you get another body on the field. Yeah, with one more body on the field, you're like kind of chilling. So Drake Shark effect to summon. So this is ability to go into at least a rank 4, potentially a second, depending on if he has access to a second level 4 extender. Oh my god. Aif's effect. This gets to bounce the surfacing Big Jaws, and this one is not the one that's a poplar. This one is. So we're bouncing. Oh, we're bouncing 2? Wait, what? Oh, it targeted both. Target both. Target both. I didn't notice it targeted both. We're going to go Armored Xyz to target a face-up monster you control and an Xyz monster in grave. Equip that monster from your graveyard to that monster on the field as an equip spell, and it copies the stats. You might book this. You might SP this. It just feels like you probably want to SP that. I don't actually know. Okay, so we're going to go SP. Banish the Abyss Shark to prevent the Armored Xyz from equipping. This doesn't have a grave effect, does it? It does not. Chat, who y'all got in this game, bro? Zabatan or Kraken? I'm a little torn. I feel like Zabatan is in the driver's seat, but all Kraken needs is one really good push. If a spell card is activated, you can special summon this card from your hand, but it doesn't do anything because you've already used the on-field effect. So now you need an extender. Battle phase is just swings over LZ. I don't even think you have to waste your Book of Moon on this. I don't think you care about the LZ dying. Tough. This one's tough because he has the deception here. He can add back the hollowed by using the LZ. That's kind of difficult. Is there still the full armored season trap? No, it's not. It's been used already. Okay, we're gonna go deception. I mean, yeah, this just makes the Sol and then Sol send, and this is game on board, right? Unless I'm crazy. Unless I'm crazy, I believe the Sol just does it, right? Yeah, you go hollowed Azamina, you send the deception, make the Sol. Unless there's another, I don't know, maybe there's a better fusion to make. I can't think of one though. We're tributing the Murcielago. I don't know why we're doing that. Did we really need another copy of Elzet? I don't know that that was super necessary. Okay, we're going hollowed Azamina to perform a fusion summon. Oh, we're making the Big Mommy. Big Mommy. Using those two from the board to go into the Moa Regina. And then with Moa Regina, you can do some crazy shit, right? Target illusion monster in your grave except itself, special summon it. So you can summon back the Murcielago. Bro, this puts a ton of damage on board. And if an Azamina or Sinful Spells card except itself is activated, you could pop 2. But this counts as an Azamina. So you go chain, pop both, and that's game on board. Wow. Oh, never mind. We're not using it. We're not using it. Is this still game? I mean, it's still game, right? He's on fucking 0 stats. Protects that. Now that makes it 6k damage, but that's still game. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. That is still very much gameroni right there. Very much game. Fair. Fair, fair, fair. Good shit. Good shit, good shit. We have our first finalist, ladies and gentlemen. Zabatan on the White Forest strategy has made the finals. Pog, so Zabatan guaranteed pricing. All right, bet. Josh versus Jim. Jim going first. We got Melody of Awakening Dragons. What is this, some Blue Eyes shit? God, the Ryuge deck is so sick. Add the Anva and add the Mistva. Both scales. Go Anva effect. In the pendulum scale, we're scaling the Anva, scaling the Mistva. Scale 0 to 11, by the way. Jesus. All right, Mistva effect. Gonna be using its effect. Kind of shook you went first. Sure, I mean, the deck sets up a Macrocosmos. It's kind of crazy that it does that. You know what I mean? Kind of insane that it does that. So, Mistva gets Ghost Ogred. Oh, that's huge. But wait. No, you would rather save the ogre for the field spell. That negates! What? You can negate your opponent's card effect activated in response to the activation of your Ryuge spell card or effect. That scale is a spell card. Oh my goodness. Wait, the scale protects. All right, we're going to go Warzone. Warzone to add 1, dump 1, banish 1. We're revealing the Kyogre, the Rayquaza, and the Groudon. Gonna go Ryuge Warzone. Okay, Warzone effect summons the Anva from the deck, summons the Emva from grave, and summons the Hakva from the banished. I'm still just gonna call them Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza. So they activate the Rayquaza effect to put back the Worm Winds from the spell trap zone. I believe to place a different continuous spell. And I believe the one they're going to place is more than likely going to be the Macrocosmos, because Macro is a good card from what I hear. We're going to go Effect Veiler on the Rayquaza. Holy, isn't Macro banned? So it doesn't place actual Macrocosmos, it's an archetypal Macrocosmos. Okay, so the Rayquaza gets negated. Unfortunate that it shuffles back for cost. You would expect a good card. If it was in a really good archetype, it wouldn't have shuffled back for cost. It would have targeted the thing to put back, and it would have put it back for effect. So we go add the Wormwinds by activating the second Rayquaza in the hand. Get the Wormwinds. Make a rank 10. This is Varudris, right? Yeah, Varudris is the main extra deck piece for this deck because they happen to all be level 10s. Go activate the Wormwinds. Says any monster sent from the field to the grave during your opponent's turn is banished instead. So this is the one. This is the one. So it's kind of like a Shen more than a Macrocosmos though. Summon the Kyogre. No, the Groudon, sorry. And we pass. Bro, these cards don't fucking do anything, man. These cards don't do anything. Well, there is a Macrocosmos and a Varudris to clear. Best of luck to the Josh. We go Toy Box. Oh, well, this is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be an interesting one. Let's see how they choose to interact with that Macrocosmos card. Resolving Toy Box. Going to be able to place the... Oh, we're going to Varudris that. Wow. Bro is valuing the Toy Box extremely highly to be using your one Omni Negate on it. But I mean, hey... The card's good. I'll give it that. It's a good card. So we're negating it and popping our Anva. And what does Anva do when it's destroyed? I assume it has an effect. If this card is destroyed, place a Ryuge continuous spell trap from your deck or grave onto the board. And then Mistiva to rescale itself. Oh no, it summons itself by tributing. Is Mistiva randomly a negate? What is... Oh, it ritual summons itself. Interesting. Or it's treated as a ritual summon. Destroy up to 2 cards you control, and if you do, place up to that many Ryuge continuous spell traps. Spells from your deck face up on your field. Pops the Varudris, gets to place the Dino Domain and the Sea Spires and Ryuge End. Holy fuck. What the hell? And Rayquaza gets summoned. My goodness. That's kind of insane. What the hell? All right, Josh. I guess beat this. Lamau? I don't know, man. Discard Elzet for Diabellstar. He only had the one spell trap in hand. That's so unfortunate. That's actually so unfortunate. Okay, so goes Diabellstar the Black Witch. Just be able to set one, but this negates the activation, and I think that's curtains. I'm like pretty sure that's going to be the end of the game. I don't know that Josh will have any sort of extender for this, unfortunately. Oh, second Elzet doesn't do anything. This just does not do anything. So here he gets to pop a thing. Yeah, the game is just over. It's just over for Josh. Jim Fandango got basically the bye up to top 4 because of the opponents that he had having illegal decks. And now here we go. We got Josh out at top 4. Unfortunately, Jim Fandango will be earning themselves more than likely a spot in the Damage Step Masterclass for free. Completely free, and we'll be seeing who gets the month-long subscription. We're just going to go through the motions, I suppose. We're going to go Melody, because he does, in fact, have to put game on board. Get the Anva. Get another copy of Mistiva. How are we putting another guy on board? Oh, it can tribute from hand or field. So that's how you find game. I don't know where I was supposed to interact with these cards. I'm going to be real with you. I also don't know where you're supposed to interact with these cards. If I'm being totally honest with you, I have no idea where you're supposed to interact with them. 35, 3K, 3K. And that's going to be it for Josh. Unfortunately, Jim Fandango moves on to the finals. Pog. Holy. Okay. Finals time. Jim Fandango versus Zabatman. Let's do it. You may begin, duelists. Zabatman going to be going first on the White Forest strategy. Going to go Toy Box effect. Set the Toy Soldier. Set the Toy Tank. Pog. LZ effect. Oh god, this is a hell of a fucking opening. This is one hell of a freaking opening, man. God damn. Kind of crazy. Summon the Toy Soldier. I mean, it's not necessarily GG's, right? Because again, they don't have a lot of their end board pieces. Go into the Rushia. That means they already have the Sylvie. God. There it is, the Sylvie of the White Forest. Sylvie going to be able to add a White Forest spell or trap from deck to hand. Adding the Azamina Apes, because it is always treated as a White Forest card. Powerful. Very, very powerful. I'm going to go into the Synchro 6. We're going to make the Rushiella. This is just standard lines at this point. Hey, where are my people that were in the chat when we were making the ban list saying, hey, we don't need to hit White Forest more than that. White Forest, no Baron. They can't do anything. Their end board sucks. Where are those people at, huh? Where are they? A bunch of people told me, no, Coder, you don't have to hit it more. It's fine. It's okay without Baron. It's okay without Ilya Sylvia. Y'all were fools. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. Should have banned the Azamina cards. Honestly, bro, it would have been real easy. Ban exactly Sylvie. This deck doesn't work without Sylvie at all. You just can't do anything without Sylvie. All right, we go into the Diabell, Queen of the White Forest. Azamina of the White Forest in the grave triggers in order to add the Deception. And then from there, we got access to our White Forest cards. Very strong stuff. Surely they don't play like a rank 4 to make with the Toy Tank and the Toy Soldier, right? White Forest was always a top deck in the last fixed Mass Duel ban list. It was, wasn't it? What won? Do you guys remember what won the last tournament where we did one of these crazy ban list tournaments? I would go Hollowed Azamina. Hollowed Azamina going to be able to fuse using obviously itself and the Deception. We're going to make the Murcielago. Murcielago will let you get the Wanted to go into the Diabell Star and go into your engine like that. Dragon Link won last time? I don't remember. I do not recall that. We killed Dragon Link, but not White Forest. I mean, Dragon Link was unfucking playable. All right, there's the Mourner. So Mourner beats the Murcielago. They can still use the Diabell. Oh, we're not using the Diabell. Interesting. So Murcielago won't be able to get you access to Wanted. Now, the question is, do they already have the Wanted? Do they already have the Wanted? Let's find out. We're synchro summoning with the Murcielago. Is Mourner SR or UR? All of the Ghost Girls are UR, even the shit ones. Oh, we're syncing into the Chaos Angel, taking 2,000 damage from the Mourner. Powerful. Gonna go summon the Sylvie by putting back the Rushiella. Gonna go Rushia to summon. I mean, where are we going with this? This is just pass on this end board. Can send the Toy Box or a thing from hand to draw a card. Free. Spooky Dogwood being a UR. Spooky Dogwood and Ghost Reaper are URs for some fucking reason, man. For some reason, those cards are URs. Couldn't tell you why. We're going to link to into the Sillahat Rabbit. Good card, Sillahat Rabbit. Gets you the Azaroon. So this is the end board they've been making all day. And they made it through a singular hand trap here. So they have the Azamina Apes. They have everything's known, right? Everything should be known. It's the Apes, it's the Azaroon, it's the protection from Chaos Angel. This summons a tuner, and this is MST if you summon the Azaroon. Yeah, all the cards are known, all the back row anyway. Adding the Sylvie for next turn, I mean, the follow-up is crazy. But again, manageable end board. Maybe next time we ban Chaos Angel though, chat. Chaos Angel making your entire board kind of can't be shown by battle and kind of unaffected a little bit is a little strong. A little bit powerful. I'm not gonna lie. I was playing it and agree that it was super broken. I mean, I didn't think any deck could realistically make it. I didn't consider White Forest. I mean, you're the one that said we shouldn't hit Angel. Did I say that? I take it back. Revealing the C107, getting Ash Blossom. Interesting. Dude, the ash on top, bro. The fucking sprinkle on top of just salt. Just, sorry, buddy. You lose, sorry. All right. We got the Manju of the 10,000 hands, which gets you the main Ryuge guy. You get the main Ryuge. Chat, thoughts that next time we just ban all hand traps? Thoughts? Next time we just ban all hand traps? Thoughts? Thoughts? How do you guys feel about that? Ban all hand traps. Fiendsmith Azamina won last time. Damn, we really are just getting like the Azamina run back, huh? Jesus Christ. Holy. All right, we got both Ryuge's. I mean, this is Engine. It is Engine. I don't know where we're going with this, but it is Engine. But I think the Apes just wins the game, right? Go Azaroon, and Azaroon notoriously very powerful against Pendulum strategies because you can Azaroon the Pendulum summon. But I don't know that this deck tends to Pendulum summon very often. I feel like it pendulum summons extremely rarely. Here's an idea, just ban every card. What if my next ban list tournament, we ban every Yu-Gi-Oh card and instead we just play One Piece? Thoughts? What if we all just play Magic or Pokemon, you know? Just play Magic, bro. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's play Marvel Snap. Yo, Pog, some Marvel Snap action? Not Magic. No, do not make me play Magic the Gathering, please. Don't make me play Magic. All right, we go Mistiva effect. This lets you place the field spell, but then you just get afed. Can you negate with this? Because it negates stuff. Oh, destroys a card, but destroying afes won't matter. Very tough. Do we have a way to play? I don't know what the Dino Domain does. Oh, tough. Very, very, very tough. Yeah. I think this is Jim Fandango conceding. Crazy. Dude, Azamina needs to get killed next time. Next tournament that we run, the Azamina cards need to get absolutely obliterated. But congratulations to Zabatan for winning the entire tournament. Yeah, very difficult to play into that, Jim. You did a really good job. You did a really good job. You made an attempt. An attempt was truly made. Very difficult to play into that. You did a really, really, really freaking good job. So there you have it. I messed up. I did not hit White Forest enough. I thought that banning stuff like Ilya Sylvia and whatever would be enough. Turns out I was objectively very wrong. And hey, I'm not the only one to blame. My chat helped, and they also forgot. It just goes to show that it's really difficult to curate a perfect format when you're trying to make the perfect ban list out of like a 15,000 card pool. Some things are going to slip through the cracks. It's just normal. So let me know if you guys want me to do this again. I had a fun time doing it, and hey, who knows? Maybe if you tune in to twitch.tv/JustDecoder, you can be there when we curate the next ban list. And next time, you can remind me to hit the White Forest cards. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.